Hello? How you going up? Try to multitask. Miss Callie. Morning. Bipolar. Good morning, Dale. Good morning. What's up, all? Holy cow, is it hot. Getting humid. It's gonna be in mid 80s, 80s, upper 80s. Rain's coming. I only got about 5 minutes, pretty much. Then I gotta go. I gotta go break down and take a tank out. Customers that got. Wow, fuck. God damn it. Hold on. Stupid stand. Sorry about that. That stupid thing always foam pops out off of it. So anyway, life's hectic, short-handed this week. Should be open at 1 tomorrow, maybe earlier, depending on how maintenance goes. Hope it goes smooth. I actually got one done this morning out east of here. I had to go to meet the owner, the house being built, custom house with that 350 custom tank going on the wall. Meet the Amish guys, the cabinet makers, I guess, whatever. So go over that. So now I gotta go semi-locally and break down like a 75 or 90 gallon acrylic flatback hex setup, and probably I'll bring that to the Broadview building. That will probably be for sale, I guess. I don't even know. They got some health issues. He had triple bypass surgery, so unfortunately, I can't take care of the tank no more. My freaking arm is flaring up. Jesus, tendonitis. That shot's not working over here. God, horrible. So anyway, Sunday I was here for a few hours. I got a couple hours in yesterday morning, trying to get this space ready for the move. I'm gonna try to get this open the first week of the September. So, food. I'm getting low. That's the last 200 Clear 110s. Still got some canister filters. Yeah, I should be. All right, I will not be getting Fluval anymore. Look around. Check this Little Male Z-Rock. Not in full color yet. A full yellow blaze. Batch Ice Sunshine. Takes kind of algae up, whatever. So, this is miscellaneous. A lot of this stuff was in the 500 gallon that I sold. So, some Sinocats. But I'm getting stuff, obviously, put on hooks. Try to get organized where I'm putting what. Substrate down there, kits, and then overstocks. That's one nice thing about having a tall ceiling. Got room up on top. So this I'll have cleared off by the end of the week. Probably next week, get the 450 gallon over here and hopefully get some water in it and get it up running. So this rack's been running. Just to put some small tanks, pulled out the bigger tanks. But this stuff, I take some of this stuff. We do have some orange shoulders and gold Cyrones, chocolate cichlids, redhead tapajos, electric blue, Acaras, balls and eyes. We should have some at the other building, the store now, for sale. Some green terrors are over there. I don't think we have any little small heckle eyes. Rainbow cichlids, which you don't see much anymore. But man, do I got a lot of stuff. I'm gonna put that rack, that shelf that has the Pleco caves, cichlid caves, ceramic's gonna go here, and the stand for the backgrounds. But I got to clear that out. How Poco's gonna go there? His tank. cage. That's gonna be Poco's corner over there. That I gotta clean and repaint. That mess, I don't know. Um, there's another 75 gallon buried in there. But I got a lot of tanks at the store. Um, like 30 breeders. We just emptied some more tanks, 35 cubes and 55s yesterday. So, look at that. Good looking little male. So, if somebody would buy them, I would sell them. I kind of miss them. The big Arowana is probably about 30 inches. And these dollars are monsters. I've had them for a long time. Beautiful eating machines. All four big dollars and the Arowana for 600 cashola. So, yep, still working. That's where rocks and wood will go down there. I will not have, I mean, I still have quite a bit of stock, but I won't be carrying as much. So I got room up there for some large, like decor or something. That hammerhead hand carved wood shark is mine. I bought that from a young guy that made it. So that's my own artwork I'm keeping. So anyway, I'm gonna work on getting a plant ordering. Maybe next week. I don't know. Things are really hectic. I gotta move my son Dylan back to school this Thursday, and get back and open up Friday, Saturday. So that's gonna be a live plant take. The light's on a timer. I got a albino bristlenose in there to help start get a little bit of algae buildup. He's doing his job. How he not doing his job? So anyhow, but I gotta get going. Thanks for hanging out for a short time. I should be back Saturday morning. Probably over there, maybe here, depending on what's going on. There'll be just two of us on Saturday. So, yeah, we need some business. We need to sell more stuff. I know fish is like the main kind of thing, but we're running out of fish. That's what I'm thinking in the next 2 weeks. Get rid of some stuff. I marked down even more. I took some oddballs over there because I cleared out a tank. Some beautiful Tanzania ACIs. It might be a male and two females. A Greberai, Halanje, Greberai, whatever, Metroclima Greberai. That Mabuni you never see hardly anymore. It's a male, not adult yet. They get about 6 inches. Some oddball slow size. Nano fish, community fish in general, sales are, the last 2-3 years, community fish sales are up in live plants. Cichlid sales, down. I mean, I still do pretty solid because I'm known for cichlids, but community fish in general, small fish, small tank species, angels are always usually a good seller, which I don't have. I'm trying to get some in. Shipment got canceled again. Import, I haven't imported. I just seen the increase with tariff prices, 10 to 14%. Colombia was only 5%, which was amazing. So I might get something from Colombia in the near future. I still got to work on tanks. I got a tank down there. Oh, William's Eye Blue Lips. We had some young ones that we took over there, and then ends up I drained the tank, and there's 2 more in there. Big cichlid sales have been going down for the last few years. COVID, I could blame. I blame some of that on COVID because you couldn't get big tanks. They quit making a bunch of big tanks. Like Seapora don't make the 265, which was the best 265. Better Marineland tanks suck. I think they quit making the 225 also. They just make the 180 and down. And the costs, are doubled or more, tripled on glass. So uh, to have big cichlids, especially Central Americans, glass bangers, if you're going to have a bunch of them, you need a big ass tank, and now there's no more big tanks, or nobody can afford to buy a big tank, a new one. I don't know. I think there's a lot to it, and right now, I look at it since COVID, whatever. Um, People don't want to spend the money, haven't wanted to spend the money. Last handful of years, maybe a couple, 2, 3 years, I don't know. The buying $50, $100, $50 fish. I mean, I used to sell stingrays, stuff up to $1,500. That's all gone. You have to do that online. It's not worth the risk as a seller. Um, I've lost a lot of money on bringing in wild discus and wild stingrays, and to house them, upkeep and the feeding is a lot more involved, a lot more labor, more cost involved in keeping, housing, and trying to sell that stuff. And a lot of people, at least around here, are cheap. A lot of people around here are very cheap. They don't want to. They don't want to spend the money. There's a handful here and there, but they still don't want to pay for it. Everybody wants everything for free, I think. So, yeah, it's like people don't want to lose a $50 fish. They lose a $3 tetra, not the end of the world. It lasted a year, 2 years, easy to replace, whatever. And people, that's another thing. Cichlids, depending on what it is, can be easily bred, overbred. You could have convicts or dovii or something and have 10,000, babies. You flood the market. There's not enough people wanting that stuff on a regular basis. So people don't breed cardinal tetras, rummy nose tetras, which those are two that I don't plan on bringing back in again. I've had a lot of bad luck. I think in general you're more at a loss with those fish than you gain, and people don't want to pay the price. Price kept going up. I've heard somewhere as much as $10 in other places, and I could understand it because it seemed like 1 out of 4 or 5 shipments was solid. The rest all died. And by the time you spend $1, $2 a fish, even at wholesale, and you have 300 of them die, that's $600 out of your pocket. Then the shipping you don't get back. It's $500 a box to import a lot of stuff from Asia, the land here, and in retail value you lose, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 on one kind of fish. It's ridiculous. I'm guilty of flooding my small market with angelfish. That's easy. I used to breed and show angels. I had one pair produce 300 every 10 days. So I'm almost 1,000 a month. I was at my parents' basement back in the day. I had 33 tanks. It was overwhelming for one pair of angels. One of my old-time suppliers, which I miss dearly. Oh, I'll bring up real quick. Shit, I gotta go. Heiko Blair, which is one of the fish goddess gurus. He thought a lot of himself. He was a unique character. We have a lot of fish in the hobby today because of him. He's been around the world, everywhere, multiple times, in places no one's ever gone, discovered fish. I mean, the guy's incredible, vast knowledge, passionate about aquatics and, conservation, whatever. So, sadly, he was, 81. I've sat and talked with him a few times, talked with him online, talked with him on the phone. I actually considered going with him to Brazil before, and on a collecting trip. So, but he got jailed one time. Him and his wife, they got stripped. If I remember, he got stripped naked. Both of them put in separate jail cells down in the jungle somewhere because he had a Ziploc bag of fish. They were not even alive. He definitely, yeah. That guy, he's seen the world. And he's seen a lot of bad and good. I remember I was talking to somebody about it yesterday. Like, he went back to somewhere and it was like almost all dried up or it was polluted. He was there 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and seeing the changes the environment or what people has done to some environments was pretty depressing. So anyway, yeah, but yeah, I lose. It's live rival guaranteed, but barely. Um, okay, you have 5 dead, 10 dead. That's a handful of dollars. You don't get this $500 shipping um, covered, and then next thing you know, 3, 4, or 5 days, everything's dead. It just snowballs, and you do whatever you can. And once stuff starts crashing, especially those little fish, you have 100, 200, 300, 400. You lose a lot of money. Um, so you can make money if they're healthy. And people always like, well, you can write off. I'd rather sell a healthy fish and make some money, make a profit, and keep the business going than flushing fish down the toilet or throwing them in a dumpster. That's asinine. And you don't get to write off all of it. You get like a small percentage. It's better than nothing, but I've had, not anymore, but there was an average yearly in value about $25,000 in a year I can lose in fish. And I don't lose a lot of fish. That goes back to more of the importing. The expensive stingrays, rare plecos, rare catfish, like Tignerus, freaking Titanic plecos, and all that stuff, and you get a bad shipment of all these dead plecos or whatever, and yeah, you have no recourse. It's devastating. Discus, let's take bad discus. Yeah, that could equal a lot of money. So the heydays of whatever. So anyway, I gotta cut it short. I have to go. Um, I gotta go do this job, and then then I come here and work in the basement, work on this little storefront, the new SF 2.0 or SF something fishy micro. I don't know, whatever I'm calling it. Thank you. Have a good day. If it's hot, stay cool. If it's cool, stay hot. I don't know. Today is gonna be upper 80s here. Rain storms are coming, and it's humid. So, yeehaw! But it's gonna cool down. I think the weather this weekend is gonna be nice. Good, because I gotta move Dylan back. I'm gonna go out to my camp, whatever. Few hours of hiking. So I should be back Saturday morning, early, as usual. I'm not sure if I'd be over there or over here. It depends on what's going on. But appreciate y'all. I know it's a quick one. Not too many people's around, but stay safe. Be cool. I'm out. Later.